you can actually use ratios to convert area from one area to another. You know 1 kilometer. Hang on. You know 1 kilometer here equals 1,000 meters. 1,000 meters. You see, this here is a length. It's like a piece of string here, 1 kilometer long, and the meter is also a length. Now, if you look at the area, 1 kilometer squared. So now we're looking at the area. Then that means there are 1 million meters squared. Okay. Now, if you look at, 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. Well, this here is just a length. It's just like a piece of string. So here 1 meter, let's say 1 meter is this long, 1 centimeter is this long here. Now, if you look at the area of 1 meter squared would be this. 1 meter is this length, and then 1 meter squared is this length here. Okay. Now, if you look at centimeters squared, well, 1 centimeter is here. So 1 centimeter squared would be somewhere like this. So by looking at this here, this whole thing here is 1 meter squared. Okay, this here is 1 centimeter squared. What we're saying is that there are 10,000 excuse me, there are 10,000 of these little squares inside this big square here. Okay, so when you look at this, 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. You are actually looking at a length. Now, when it comes to meters squared, you're looking at an area, and it turns out that there are 10,000 of these little squares inside this big square here. So, for example, For example, let's say one giraffe neck equals 1 giraffe neck equals 3 meters. So 1 giraffe neck equals 3 meters. Okay. So 1 giraffe neck equals 3 meters. Now, if you're looking at the area, you see 1 giraffe neck squared. One giraffe neck squared would be this whole thing here. So 1 giraffe neck squared here. Remember that this thing here is just a unit. It's just a way for us to communicate. It has nothing to do with 2 squared or 3 squared. It has nothing to do with that. This whole thing here is just a unit. It's just a way for us to communicate with each other. You've got to look at this thing here. This is 1 giraffe neck squared. So you see, giraffe neck squared is just a unit. It's just for us to communicate with each other. You've got to look at the number. You're looking at 1 giraffe neck. Okay, so let's just say 1 giraffe neck is this area here. Okay, it's this whole area here. Now, hang on. One giraffe neck equals 3 meters. Okay, let's just pretend from here to here is 1 meter. Okay, now 1 giraffe neck squared. Now, the minute you see this here, this is an area. So that means one area here. So 1 area here, 1 giraffe neck is like that. Okay. Now, if you look at this here, 1 giraffe neck. Well, 1 giraffe neck would equal. Well, this is 1 meter. 1 meter. So 1 meter squared is this thing here. Okay, 1 meter squared. This is 1 meter squared. Now, you're going to need another one here, 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 another one here. Well, it equals 9 meters squared. Again, this is just a unit here. You've got to look at this. This here is just a unit. This here is just a unit. So one giraffe neck squared, one area here equals 9 of these areas here. Okay. So So I guess you just have to accept it. I know it seems a bit strange here. So when you're looking at the length, just the length, okay, just the length like this. 1 giraffe neck equals 3 here. If you're looking at the length only, hang on. If you're looking at the length only, you're going to have to times it by 3. Okay, but if you're looking at the area, you've got to times it by, well, from here to here is 3, and then you've got to times, you see, to jump from one giraffe neck squared to 9 meters squared. If you look it up here, when you're looking at the length, you times by 3. But when you're looking at the area, you have to times by 9, because here you've increased it by 3 here, and then you've also have to increase it in the height direction when you're looking at the area. So you've got to times it by 9. Okay, I know it seems strange, and it gets more complicated when you look at a volume, because with a volume you increase in this direction, you will increase in this direction, and then you also have to increase in this direction for volume. But okay, but don't worry about this too much. Okay, don't just know that when you're looking at an area, you've got to times it. You've got to times it in this direction and in this direction as well. That's why when you convert areas, it looks really strange here. 1 meter is this many centimeters squared. So what that means is, well, 1 meter, there are 100 centimeters. Well, when you're looking at an area, so you see this factor here is, well, you times it by 100. Well, if you're looking at an area, you've got to really times it by well, don't forget, if you're looking at an area, this has increased by 100, and then it also increased this by 100. That's why this thing here is actually 100 times 100. Okay, I guess I know it sounds weird, but looking at this giraffe neck thing, I think you can, I hope you understand it. Okay, so you got to increase it in this area, so in this direction and in this direction here as well. Okay.